Fancy some free beer this Christmas? Does Edson Alvarez love a booking? Does Michael Antonio love a podcast? The answer to all those questions is yes, of course. And it's Beer 52's award season where they celebrate the very best in independent craft breweries across the world with 8 new and exclusive beers you're not going to find anywhere else. All you need to do is go to beer52.com/West Ham and cover the postage of $5.95, and they'll send you out a free case of 8 exclusive beers straight away. I love Beer 52. I've been using them for a while. I love the fact that you get different beers every month, and this month is an absolute cracker as they celebrate the greatest talents in the craft global beer movement. For example, craft beer giants Omnipolo's Outer Galactic, cracking beer. It's really smooth, really drinkable pale ale, really hoppy, and really nicely rounded to ensure you're coming back for more and more. You can drink this one quite a lot. It's very nice indeed. But if you don't like dark beer, not a problem. Simply choose the light case, and don't forget you get a couple of tasty snacks too. You can also learn about all the fantastic breweries featured in your case with the award-winning Ferment magazine as well. So you find sort of the provenance and find out more about the story of the brewer that you're drinking. And even after all that, if you're still not satisfied, you can simply pause or cancel any time. So that's beer52.com/West Ham to claim your free case. That's beer52.com/West Ham.
Muted. Rush to the West Ham Network. Hope you are safe and well. It is match day late lunch. The match day late lunch. Here we go. It's not match day morning, it's match day late lunch, but you get what I mean. A gloomy London stadium for the Europa League match against CS Freiburg this evening, 8:00 kickoff in the UK, and it's all to play for. It's all to play for. It is indeed. I had done my predicted 11, which I think is going to be quite an interesting predicted 11. I think it's probably because of the lack of Moyes', well, he didn't tell us anything really in the press conference in terms of who's available. Just as yes, some people are still, still lingering. He's been very, very, what's the word? Just very cautious about what he says. So we have no idea. For me, and I make it. Oh gosh, I'm trying to do two things at once. For me, when I've done my predicted 11, I've gone all in, because this game to me is critical. It really is critical, this game, because obviously getting a result today means that we bypass the last 32, the playoffs. We go straight into the last 16, which means actually we save ourselves 2 games. Save ourselves playing in February, and then means we can play in March in terms of the Cup, in terms of the Europa League. Also, you get more money. So, if it's a toss-up between tonight and the Wolves game, for me personally, it's about getting the result here tonight. The Wolves game, it's one game in the season. But winning tonight, winning the group, not only do you get money for winning, but you get money for topping the group. You also get money for progressing to basically past the 32s into the playoff stages as well. So actually, it's probably worth more to win this game on a financial perspective than it is to not win today and beat Wolves on Sunday. I'd love to beat both, but I've got a feeling we put out a really strong side tonight, or as stronger as possible. Obviously, we don't know what's happening with the old virus and stuff, but trying to make it as tough as possible for us. Let's have a look in the chat. Pete, good afternoon to you. Cyril, good afternoon. Happy Amaret, hope you're well. Wally, good morning to you, sir. Barry, I hope you're well. Your glasses make you look like the old bloke. I'm blocked. Jan, good afternoon to you. We're getting a watch along. Need to get my boys out ready. We will hopefully have a watch along tonight. I believe Anton's around. European night's a bit different for him because he tends to watch with his family and they go to a pub and stuff. But if he is around, he will be here for sure, for sure. Can't believe I'm not looking forward tonight in the freezing cold and watching us play. Yeah, it's going to be a bit chilly today. It's going to be a bit chilly, a bit drizzly, and yeah, it's. I think we're looking at. I think we've got about. I think we've sold about 47,000, so less than 50,000 here. So a little below, which they wanted about 57. I imagine you get a few walk ups today anyway, but still, it's not going to be a sellout. But it's still be a sizable crowd, and we'll have all the light show and fireworks, and DJ Tory Perry will be playing as well. So, it is what it is, isn't it? For me, I think it's important to put this to bed. Freiburg are a good side, they're in a decentish form. They're basically, in terms of their league position, very similar to where we are, really, in terms of win losses and things like that. I think they're eighth and we're ninth in the Premier League. Then they're eighth in the Bundesliga. Obviously, they got through to the last 16 last year, so they're no mugs. Obviously, we did them up their place, and because of that, we only need a draw to qualify, and that's very dangerous for us. I'd rather we have to come here and win tonight. Otherwise, we know, unfortunately, I think we'll probably be set up not to lose, and that's really dangerous for us. As Peter suggests, too dangerous to get so we can get done on the break. Afternoon infinitely. Moyes getting an excuse. He's blaming the virus, not his squad management only using the same 13 players. Well, I mean, the virus is, I said this before, there's the issue is we've lived through a pandemic where we've had people dropping like flies any second, and you had to adapt. So what's the difference now compared to then? We should have still the same protocols in place, same set up. It's. I think it was. I mean, I've still got it. Not a virus. I've still got that bloody cough that everyone's got at the moment. Haven't been able to get rid of it for sure. I really hope we get the win tonight. It was my birthday yesterday. Happy birthday for yesterday, Barry. 21 again plus VAT, I'd imagine, at least. Needs a West Ham win. Let's hope so. Hard to predict once given the plague, indeed. We just don't know. Will Moyes play the starting 11? We'll play the starting if they are fit, and we will win. Well, I think he'll. I mean, there's a couple of positions which naturally will be filled by the squad players. Let's call them that. So I think, obviously, even if Areola is recovered from his wrist injury, for me, Fabianski's in goal. And also, I think personally, I'd give Soufal a bit of a time off, and I wouldn't mind seeing Tilo Kehrer come in, really, or even I mean, you just don't know what we're going to do, really. Personally, I think Tilo Kehrer deserves a little bit. Sorry, I think it's moving. I do apologise. Makes you feel better. I'll be watching curled up on the couch with the fire. Made worse by the fact my zipper's broken Roy's coat, as if it wasn't enough to test me. I'll be watching the game at 4 a.m. Roy, fair play to your son. 4 a.m. in the Philippines. Really hope the Moyes on dedication with a strong show. I'm sure he will, Roy. I'm sure he will. We all come out like the sloths. Well, they've had 2 days off as well, haven't they? And they were back to training yesterday. So 2 days off. And yeah, I think it's going to be whoever's putting together the strongest side that we can get based on whoever's fit and whoever's got the lurgy. I'd rather we had first place or I think we all would, mate. I thought we all would, because this would have been, for me, a simple play the kids game. Do you know what I mean? But it's not. So, for me, it's very much if anything, although I do think the under-21s are playing on Saturday, I'd not put any kids out tonight, and I'd put a few out or have them on the bench for Saturday. But we just don't know what squad we're going to have available. Moyes has been so tight-lipped. We just don't know. Ask Rescue. Funny enough, I've actually look. I bought something. Look, I got something from the club shop. I bought Bella, my dog, a jumper. and I thought she was small, but didn't realise how small she is, and so I've had to return it to the club shop, and was going to get a Christmas jumper, but they ran out of Christmas jumpers, so yeah, I was thinking what else to get, and so I was walking around. I thought, I'll go get something. It's store credit, so I thought I'd get a pair of a new onesie. There we go. Imagine having a virus, breathing through your nose, and then going out and running, and then going out and running. Not my cup of chai. It's not indeed. It's not indeed. Wish I was 21 again. Afternoon, Michael. Hope you're well. Moyes will do what he always does, and that is defend with all 10 players and then try and take a break. Too dangerous. Yeah, too dangerous for these guys as well. Have faith. Moyes has lost the opportunity to play the kids by the result. Exactly. You're totally right. We said back at that time when the with the result at a bit closer, so with the result at Olympiacos result, it very much was a case of that really bugging it up. That bugging up the group for us. If we'd won that Olympiacos game, we'd have already qualified top of the group already. And would have made a massive difference. We said that at the time. We got Ruby Tudor, I hope you're well. Speaking of that, don't forget we've got the West Ham Network Advent Calendar video. Matty Rush, for anyone of a certain vintage, remember Matty Rush in the early 90s? Great player, entirely aged 26, to become a full-time dad and also to look after his wife was a tennis player, I think it was. Lovely guy. So Jack, all you got to do is comment on that video, and by doing that, you enter into the West Ham Network Advent Calendar prize draw every day. You still got, what's the date today? Still got 11 days left. 11 chances, or 10 days, really. I'm going to be sending out Ruby one, didn't you? So I'm going to be sending out the next batch over the weekend to those people. I was trying to hint to the missus how I'd love to see this game as a birthday present, but they're too tight. Unbelievable, babe. You're not subtle enough. Maybe you're too subtle. As Ollie said, nice early goal would be a great start and get the crown going. What, in terms of the Netflix documentary, or do you mean the Crown? It's not going to happen, though, is it? We'd love it to happen, but it's not going to happen. So close to camera, you can see nostril hairs. I know. And speaking of nostril hairs, manscaped.com/West Ham United, West Ham Network, 2% off. Everything crossed for say. Can't wait to see it. Yeah, Ballon Dawson will be back. Indeed, he'll be back. Get a rapturous applause from me. I definitely will. No, it doesn't work. You got to be less subtle with that. To be honest, you got to be more direct. I've learnt that rule, particularly of Mrs. Budden. I've got to be more direct. Oh, it's an extender. Oh, it's an extender. There we go. So I think you just have to be a bit more less subtle, more like a sledgehammer rather than a little hammer. That's the way to do it. Positive for tonight is they need to win the game group. They do indeed. They need to win. A draw is enough for us to top the group based on the head-to-heads. It's not unlike any other league. European league's a little bit different, and it's not actually based on goal difference and things like that. It does come to goal difference and stuff once the head-to-heads, but it's based on head-to-head. And obviously, we do have a superior head-to-head against Freiburg, having beaten them in Germany a few weeks ago. Wasn't it crazy? Have you seen Antonio in training? No. I don't think you'll see Antonio back until Arsenal game, I reckon. Because we've had no discussion. There's been no talk about Antonio at all throughout the whole, no one spoke about him. There hasn't been any questions about him in the press conferences. So, but then I think whether it be something they'd talk about, probably not. Because at the moment, Moyes isn't even, Moyes seems to be quite happy with playing this Bowen or Kudus or Paqueta in this 9 position at the moment. It's easier for him from a team perspective in terms of team selection. He hasn't really got to drop one, really, because he can play all of them. Don't do manscaping whilst drinking. Then beers, Russ is selling. Beer52.com/West Ham or wine52.com. West Ham United. Some nice bottles of wine. Anton can attribute them. He's already polished them off. He polished off his ones before I've had a chance to the bloody advert. I haven't even done a little video for it yet. But anyway, so yeah, wine52.com / West Ham United. So West Ham Network. If you want free bottles of wine. I think I got in my pack a bottle of Merlot, bottle of Cabernet Sauvignon, and a Chardonnay. And very nice they look too. I haven't had a chance yet. I'll keep the old Chardonnay cold. I was subtle, but the missus nicer fan. There we go. Michael's predicted 11. Don't forget to put this again in my predicted 11 video in about 4 hours time. Fabianski, Sufal, Aged, Dino, Emerson, JLP, Alvarez, Pac-Man. Yeah, I think personally, if Alvarez is fit, if Emerson's fit, they play. I'd say even if they're 80% fit, they play, because particularly particularly Alvarez, in my opinion, because he has that. When he's not playing, our midfield looks so weak, and the opposition literally walks through our midfield. So for me, if we have the opportunity to play Alvarez rather, he plays. If not, then I can see us going back to the 4-2-3-1 double pivot, which don't work really, and be a trickier day. Be an easier day if we get Waston. If we got Edson back, in my opinion. Moyes would not be bringing old Frankenstein almost the young fellow in the Portugal team. What do he bring? Looking forward to Sunday. First game for my son. Great. That's great, mate. I hope you have a lovely time. Don't forget to go to email the support services at West Ham United.co.uk. They're on Twitter. Might be able to get your son's face on the big screen in time. It's worth it. Worth a question. Match to start tonight. Yeah, I think you're right. I don't think it's a game for Zuma. I think it's a game for Mavropanos, particularly. Also, the fact is for a lot of his career, he's played in the Bundesliga, so he can, he'll have experience against Freiburg. In the same way that I think, personally, I'd give Tilo Kehrer a run out tonight for the same reason. And I think if you had a back four, Emerson, Aged, Mavropanos, and Tilo Kehrer, you have got one hell of a fast back line. That's a very, very quick back line. And I think that's what we need, for these sort of quick counter-attacks and stuff like that. Link to Palace. And also, I think it's Brentford or Bournemouth or something like that. There's a couple of clubs who are linked to him. Just shows you. Sometimes a move a change is as good as a move, or I don't know, but he seems to have not. There was some times where he just seemed to not just be able to break that ceiling, and went to Sunderland, here in Lacey. They both done very well, but he might stay. If Will still goes to Sunderland, they might stay. I can't remember off the top of my head, Michael. You have to go back through the community posts. We try and put everyone on there. I want to say, is it Reese? But I don't know off the top of my head. But go back and we put who the winner is every day on there. Day 13's winner was GP, and he's got in contact. And then I'm going to be sending all that stuff. I do it in a big batch of the weekend, so I'll do this sort of batch of winners. That'll go out on the Saturday, so for the last week, so then I can put those through. Will be worse. She was Spurs, weren't I? Not a lot of people are ladders. Not a lot of people are looking forward to tonight. I am. I always look forward. I love European games. I love European games. Just so much more fun than Premier League, in my opinion. You'll have a good contingent from Freiburg. Obviously, we weren't. There was no West Ham fans officially at the Freiburg match, was there? Because of restrictions put on us by UEFA from the Alkmaar game. So I'm looking forward to it. It'll be good. It'll be a really good game. Good atmosphere. It's always a good atmosphere, European nights. Music's pumping. We have all the light shows and stuff. I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be fun. Bye, Robert. Good morning to you. Didn't want to draw a look what happened to Newcastle. Indeed, doesn't look weak. It is okay. I know it won't happen, but I'm love to see Obama start up front. Yeah, not gonna happen. Maybe that's not gonna happen. Kent, I hope you're well. Very early. I'm leaving about 3 p.m. Then on stadium, 2 hours plays. We win group. Oh, I don't worry. Yeah, Kent, I think that's a fair reflection, my friend. I agree totally with that statement. I endorse that statement completely. I think if you're right, if Alvarez plays, I mean, the whole thing has proved to me that we need to bring in a recognised CDM in January. You know, it doesn't have to be a household name. Someone either, to me, someone who's bookended their career. So either just starting off or coming to, or, at 28, 29. Yes, they might not fit the profile of what we do as a fan base, as a player base, to play recruitment from Steinton. But you look at, for example, Xhaka at Steinton's ex-club by Leverkusen. He's a revelation. He does, and they're never going to get return on investment on the money they put to his wages and signing on fee. But we need that. We need that situation. We need someone who can just come in, and when Alvarez, as a CDM, he's not going to be fit for every game. He's going to get injured. He's in the middle of everything. He's suspended as well. And we look so much weaker without that sort of recognised CDM. And I think a replacement for him would come in. There's a guy from Torino, I think we were looking at, 28-year-old, 10 million quid. That sounds to me about right. Beautiful, yes, very good. They can see so with indeed. Bookies have faith in us 2-1. I would love to have my 5 boys walking out. The players would be amazing, wouldn't it? European games are slightly differently here, aren't they, for us? The boys' style of football works better in the European environment, in my opinion. A lot more slower pace, controlled. We very rarely have been outplayed. As I said, we've only lost once in our European journey in the last 3 years. Well, not once properly. You know what I'm trying to say. And that's why I don't want Aaron Chris or anywhere near the squad today. He doesn't do very well against Bundesliga players. Taking my grandson, not got my e-tickets, just contact the club, Rani. And also, don't forget, just email supporter services. They might be able to get your grandson's name on the big screen with the shout-outs, maybe. Worth a try, isn't it? Yes, I am a little early. Not a computer. I'll check, Michael. I thought I would have done it. Today's, so when was that? It would have been Tuesday. I thought I'd put it up. Anyway, leave it with me. Heard his name about 47,000. About 47,000 that they're saying. So not a complete sellout, but it's coming up to Christmas. I don't think people were really seeing this game as obviously people have bought their 3-game season tickets, like Kent, I imagine, would have done. At the time, it wasn't really, an exciting game. The team just got turned over at the weekend. Obviously, we've got Sunderland. We've got Sunday as well against Wolves. So, just before Christmas, kids are still at school. Tomorrow's for a lot of kids, it's their last day before they break up. So, you can see why. But it's games like this, for me, it should be kids for £1, because you fill it up. It wouldn't matter, but it's £1. And the parent, I'd be the same with Flo. That matters, £1. You can go and watch the game. Oh, hang on. There we go. I want us to win or draw. Yeah, I think we all do well. But if we end up, I would like to draw against AC Milan. So you want a big one, dear. You want a big one. Good news. No rain cost. I'll be very surprised. Although over there it's a bit more brighter. But yeah, indeed. Don't forget to order your tickets if you've got season ticket or you're a club. It don't work, so you got for that game. So you have to go directly to the club and buy your ticket by the 7th of Jan. Bristol have taken up their full allocation as well. So if you sit in the allocation area, there's 9,000 Bristol City fans for that game. So make sure you buy your ticket, and you'll be reallocated obviously as well. I'll be crying like a bitch with Man City. Yeah, amazing. You're getting a German sausage now. Right, let's go through. Good morning. Hope you're well, Andrew. You must play to win. You play to, totally agree. And that's what I've been saying all week. Used to happen to me. So annoying. If we lose, then it's only a couple of days after the AFCON final. That's the case. That's the thing. You know, for me, winning the game makes financial sense. Winning the game over, say, losing on Sunday, to me makes a lot of sense. Because every game you win in the Europa League, you get money. You also get money for winning the group. Get more money for that. You also get money for qualifying. You also get money for qualifying from the playoffs as well, because you've already qualified, and you get money for going into the last 16. So actually, you'll get a lot more money winning tonight than you would do if you won against Wolves. Yeah, from a financial perspective. Also, from a player's perspective, it means also we don't have to play in February. We're playing the last 16s in March. So again, that's 2 games off, just as everyone's come back from AFCONs. People have come back from the 2-week winter break as well, because the Premier League's 2-week winter break. So, you know, the AFCONs is bad for us, but it's only about 4 games, I think, potentially we could be without our AFCON players. Am I early or am I late? You're a bit early, mate. I didn't think I was going to get here so early, and then I had to go to the club shop to get a onesie. Well, it was a Christmas jumper. No, I get a Christmas jumper, but they didn't have any in my size. So I got a onesie instead. There's some very good teams this year dropping. Yeah, Trinity. I think actually when we were in the Europa League last time, there were some good teams, but we were lucky enough to avoid them, really. We're still not playing Sevilla, Lyon, and Eintracht Frankfurt, 3 very good sides. So it's not the be-all and end-all for me. Everyone's saying each other. It's ridiculous how so many of the bench have no chance of getting on unless we get injuries. Yeah, for me, Peter, I think maybe the bench players aren't as good as we think they are. Possibly aren't game changers. You know, it's very much a like for like, which you don't need at times. Sometimes you want a complete. You know, I think that's what we haven't got really. We haven't really got players who come on and consistently change the game. And if they do, they'll end up starting, and then you get in a same situation. Right. If there ever was a game about winning result tonight, totally agree. We need to get it done. We need to win this cup. Villa, Europe, and Man City to get the Coa up, and Man U puts us up in the 3rd place. Us in 3rd spot for really wow, interesting, Michael. We got here. Surprised you didn't get yourself I know. Well, yeah, my size, my boobs are too big. Frano, hit the smash at the indeed. Right, I'm going to have to go and tell you the wee. As I said, keep it on the channel. Anton will be hopefully doing the match day. If not, I'll try and jump on at the end of the game. I'm also going to have our predicted 11 show this about 6 o'clock. So let me know if you agree or disagree with that. Probably disagree. And Holly the show with David from Blind Bubbles magazine at the beginning this in the morning, so I can check that out. Also, don't forget Matty Rush, West Ham Network Advent Calendar video as well. Just comment on that, and I'll go and check out about this Carlton Cold Day 12. And if not, I'll have to run it. And if I didn't do it, then I'll run it, and I'll do a draw, and that will go up to the community tab anyway. And that's it. Take care. Don't forget to smash it. Great as always. And I'll see you guys very, very soon. Hopefully, see you tomorrow. Hopefully, top of the group. Hour and a half. Much love. Bye-bye.